Hey folks, welcome back. You know, I love cats. It's my only personality trait. In fact, I love cats so much that I have one held captive in my house. Here's some pictures of him. His name's Marvin, he's gigantic, and sometimes he shits on my floor. But come on, cats are funny. They sit on things, they steal food. Who can't relate to that? You could even say that it's so relatable that you could make a whole brand off of it. Garfield. Who doesn't love Garfield? This guy. Okay, to be fair, I don't hate Garfield. I just hate how his design has changed over the years. Like this. I'm all about this. But what the fuck is this? Why is he bipedal? Why are his eyes so tall? Have you ever seen such a fall from grace? Not enough people are outraged by this. Regardless of my opinion on his design, Garfield is one of the most profitable media franchises ever. It started as a comic strip in the late 1970s, written by Jim Davis and based on his life growing up on a farm, and his general love for all things feline. Contrary to popular belief, the character was not actually named after former President of the United States, James A. Garfield, but in fact was named after Davis's grandfather, James A. Garfield Davis, whom Davis described as a large, cantankerous man. Obviously, because I'm younger than the age of 70, I initially had no idea what the word cantankerous meant, but after some Googling, I have determined that Davis was essentially calling his grandfather a fat asshole. But you know Garfield, it's the most syndicated comic strip of all time, and it's spawned merchandise up the ass, including toys, clothing, books, stuffed animals, housewares, candies, Caribbean cruises. What more do you want? I could decorate my whole entire goddamn house with this fucking cat. It is my right as defended by the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, or the Constitution of the United States of America. God damn it, I wish I drew a picture of a cat in the 70s, man. I'd be a billionaire by now. But just what exactly have we learned on this YouTube channel? That's right, video games. We've learned that video games make a lot of money. So if we can find some way to get this on this, all I'm saying is sign the lease for that new hot tub. Or just buy it. I guess you probably don't sign leases for hot tubs, right? Also, I don't know where to put this, but did you know that when Bill Murray signed off on playing Garfield in the movies, it was because he thought that the film was being written by Joel Coen, better known as one half of the Coen brothers. Known for such highly acclaimed films as The Big Lebowski, Fargo, and Raising Arizona, among others. I don't know how, based on their resume, he could possibly think that the Coen brothers would be directing a Garfield movie. But whatever. His reason for thinking this was because one of the people who wrote the movie was named Joel Coen, but it was a different Joel Coen. So, although he did reprise the role of Garfield in the sequel, so maybe Weed Grandpa was lying to us. Okay, hear me out. Mario Kart. Hell yeah, every time, baby, yes! Everybody likes Mario Kart. You love Mario Kart, don't lie to me. Now stay with me here. What if we took Mario Kart, but instead of Mario characters, Garfield? The money makes itself sometimes, you know? This is Garfield Kart. It was made to promote the Garfield show, the 7,000th attempt at milking this funny cat for all he's worth. Steam will just not stop recommending this game to me, so I've decided to give it a chance. To be fair, it's got rave reviews, such as, God, I love Garfield. Jim Davis said he would kneecap me if I gave this game a negative review. He has me hostage, please send help. Garfield, go vroom vroom. Garfield Kart is the physical equivalent to Halo, with an amazing storyline and amazing characters. Most people don't understand why Garfield is racing John in a go-kart match, but people whom have a high IQ can understand the lore. La Saga. This game really makes you feel like Spider-Man. I mean, you can't argue with that. How can this game fail? It was released in 2013 for mobile devices, Nintendo 3DS, and PC. But enough preamble, baby. Let's take the first step into the fulfillment of my destiny. It's time for Garfield Kart, baby. Yeah, this game is not. It's not very. It's bad. It's a bad game. What do you want me to say? I can't even get into the fucking game. The menus barely work. You can play this game with a controller, but you have to navigate the menus with the mouse. But look at this, man. I'm selecting the play button here and it isn't working. You have to just keep clicking until Jim Davis rises from his grave to allow you to play the fucking game. I figured that this was a mobile game and that they just ported it to PC without changing the menus, which is why you're forced to click through the menus. But no, from what I can tell, this game came out on all platforms on the same day. If they just ported the game from mobile and just didn't give a shit to fix it, I wouldn't be surprised. But, hello? Can I play the game, please? How many times do I gotta click? I just want to play Pizza Cup. So anyway, if you actually manage to get into the fucking game, it's bad. Who would have thought, huh? To begin, you can only play as Garf and John. You have to unlock the other 6 characters, such as Odie. Yeah, astoundingly enough, I'm not super knowledgeable on the cast of Garfield, aside from John and Odie. So you know what that means. It's time for a trip to the Garfield Wiki. Ah, yes. How could I forget horrifying pink Garfield? Arlene. Girlfield, if you will. And then there's Harry. Everyone knows Harry. Harry is, in many ways, like Garfield, in that he is very badly behaved. Unlike Garfield, he does not seem to have quite as much morality. Anyway, back to Garfield Kart. It sucks. Ass balls. Like, it's just boring. The levels have nothing in them. Nothing about this indicates it being a Garfield video game. It's just like suburb, city, farm, factory, suburb at nighttime. It's just generic, you know, nothing to write home about. Dear Mom and Dad, I hope you are doing well. Lately, I've been playing... nothing. Remember in my Steam Garbage Collection video where I compared this game to Calvin Tucker's Redneck Farm Animal Racing Tournament? That was unfair. I would much rather play Calvin Tucker's Redneck Farm Animal Racing Tournament than this. Honestly, it feels weird to say this, but I'm surprised at how bad this game is. Like, look, this is Garfield Kart. I wasn't expecting Mega Man X, but this game is just utter trash. At one point, I exited a race and just ended up on a blank screen. The menu just didn't load in. I didn't expect this to be good, but holy shit, man, you have a recognizable intellectual property here. You would think there would be enough Garfield money to ensure that the game was finished. Now, I think it's time that we address the cat-sized elephant in the room. Or, no, I guess it would be the elephant-sized cat in the room. Either way, you'd probably want to address that. This game is... I don't like saying it, but it's... this game is a... It's a meme. Ugh. I feel like I have to go take a shower. I try to completely avoid talking about memes because they aged like milk. But I feel like I need to be the bearer of bad news and say that the enthusiasm for this game is... it's mostly ironic. Believe it or not, people aren't genuinely calling this single-player Garfield kart racing game the next Halo. It does not make you feel like Spider-Man. Frankly, I think it's removed my ability to feel anything at all. And this guy is not actually being held captive by Jim Davis. Well, I can't confirm or deny that one, I guess. And look, I got nothing against memes. You know, I'm glad that you guys are all having fun with your funny lasagna cat racing game. I feel like I just wanted to address that because I wanted to give a genuine opinion of this garbage instead of just making a stupid ironic video where I'm like, oh, my parents met because of Garfield Kart. And you know what? I wish that was all I had to say about Garfield Kart, but somehow there's more. They made a sequel to this game. A Garfield Kart 2. A kart field, if you will. Garfield Kart Furious Racing. To my surprise, it's not really a sequel to Garfield Kart. It's more of an enhanced version. It's kind of like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. God, I can't believe I just made that comparison. But all the characters and stages are unlocked right from the get-go, and this time, it actually has multiplayer. I'm blown away by this. Like, why did they make this? This was released in 2019, 3 years after the Garfield show stopped airing. It's like the developers of Garfield Kart thought they were genuinely competing with Nintendo. It's like they thought they had to make this after Nintendo released an updated version of Mario Kart 8. It's just sad, you know? It's like watching some guy who has 14 followers on SoundCloud drop a diss track about Drake as if it's gonna result in something. Nobody knows who you are, bro. Why does Garfield keep making this noise? What is that? Doesn't Garfield have like a middle-aged man voice?
A nightmare? Me? Get real.
But anyway, the game's bad. It's very slightly improved from the original. For one thing, this kart racing game is finally multiplayer, believe it or not. And they made it so that you can have 2 items. Okay, come on guys, why are you so burned by Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? Honestly, the control isn't too bad, but there's some weird stuff going on. The threshold for falling off the stage is unreal. You know how in Mario Kart, if you fall off the ledge, a Lakitu will come grab you and put you back? It makes you lose some time, right? So you want to avoid falling off. In this game, if you so much as drive over a fucking pothole, everything goes dark and you have to take a hit and head back. Like, look at this. I just wanted to use my spring item to jump this gap and skip ahead, but it just fucking yanked me out mid-air and handed me an L for trying to strategize. Considering how often this game encourages you to cut corners to get these little puzzle pieces, it seems weird that I would be penalized for that. Also, sometimes if you're right behind someone, you kind of like magnetize to them. Like, I want to get around John here, but he just keeps sucking me into his ass. And isn't that just like him? But hey, at least it has online multiplayer. Any minute now. Overall, just... why did they make this? Like Garfield Kart, sure, it came out and it was shit, life goes on. But was there really enough public outcry about this random piece of garbage shovelware game to necessitate an upgraded version with online multiplayer? I mean, I guess I respect the developers' dedication to their craft. They put out Garfield Kart and it wasn't up to par, so they fixed this UFO item. I mean, sort of. So there you have it, folks. Cat Drive Car. What can I say? This game sucks ass. It turns out that putting Garfield into something doesn't automatically print money. I hope you enjoyed watching me talk about Garfield. Frankly, I'm so pleased with this video that I'm not even concerned about the inevitable lawsuit I'm gonna have to deal with.